Hey guys, this is Tatenda. I'm now going to explain my PowerPoint to you guys for beginner research in sport. So we're going to look at the basic research principles in with it. Assessment. First, we're going to look at the knowledge. In this presentation, I will be speaking about qualitative and quantitative research. I'm going to dissect the differences between the two research methods and what they both consist of. So first, when we are looking at qualitative research, it looks at the type of research where it's not explained by numbers, it's explained by videos, photographs, and audios. It's a type of data not a lot of numbers are used in. When we're looking at it, there's three different categories for it. It's ordinal, binary, and nominal. Those are the three. When we are looking at two different examples of qualitative research focus groups, is a very interesting one. Reason being is a focus group is looked at in qualitative research because it's one topic and people are in a big group, and all their views and past experiences are looked at and everyone has a word to say in it. The second one would be documental analysis, where we write down in newspapers, diaries, journals, we look in them and we get the research out of that. That's the other way you can look at it in qualitative research. The way I've done this PowerPoint is I've written all about qualitative research, dissected it, and then put it into quantitative. But I've also written it down in this book, so I will be reading off a little bit because it's the same thing that I have put in this PowerPoint. So when we're differentiating it from quantitative research is data that uses statistics and numbers. Statistics and numbers are used in quantitative research to back up their points. This is also dissected into three. This is continuous, discrete, and interval. So when we are, I've already spoken about that, sorry. When we are looking at the strengths and weaknesses of qualitative research, it's very cost effective. What I do mean by it's very cost effective, it doesn't need a lot of money. Just got to get there, talk about it. Not a lot of research is needed to do about it. It's just the internet basically most of the times. Other second strength to it is it gives researchers additional details to what they're looking for. Meaning, because there's like a lot of description into the topic, could be about mental health in football, could be about how the VAR in the Premier League. There will not be a lot of numbers, not be a lot of statistics, a lot more wording, which means it dives down and dissects everything that a reader would want to know. When we are looking at the differences from that to quantitative, the two differences to that with quantitative, they have an ideal approach, meaning the reader that is reading it can relate to what the topic is, because it's like you're going through one way and there is numbers and stuff to back it up. There's numbers and statistics to back it up. They're always going to end up in a good possible way. A different strength for it is it's less biased. So it's not about a view. It's not about the writer's opinion. It's more about what everyone else is thinking. This means if it's not biased, it means that it's going to be a it will come to a better conclusion. There'll be a lot of positives to it, and not a lot of negatives, because the reader's giving it all for everyone to see. Sorry. When we're looking at the limitations, sorry, I can't properly see my PowerPoint right now. When we're looking at the limitations for qualitative, is there's less control for the researcher. What do you mean by this? The researcher can read and write what they do want to write, but they might get the wrong stuff. They might get the wrong statistics, wrong dates, and everything. And if that is the occasion, it would then mean that the research is not conclusive, they haven't come to a good conclusion, and it's not very reliable. When we're looking at another negative, not negative, another limitation, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to organize for people to come and try answering surveys, to try and answering polls, just because there could be just a lack of communication, lack of funds, and if the people cannot answer these polls or these surveys, it means that there is a lack of right information, which means that I'm not going to come up to a proper conclusion. When we are looking at the negatives of quantitative research, the first one we're going to look at is it doesn't take place in a natural setting, meaning that it moves around a lot. Like, it's not in one area, so people can just do it anywhere. Then means like people might give like the wrong answers or not the right answers, which then means the data ain't gonna be right, the statistics ain't gonna be right, and yeah, everything's just not gonna add up. One more limitation is that a lot of people do not understand questionnaires nowadays. They need some people to explain it, and at some point